Hello all. In this video we will be discussing about what is moment of a force and what is principle of moments. Moment of a force about a point or an axis is a measure of the tendency of the force to cause the body to rotate about that point or axis, right? So if let us consider there is a segment AB and there is a force of magnitude F acting at a distance of L meters from point A. So this force F, due to this force F, there will be rotation which will be caused at point A. And this rotation caused at point A is called as moment of a force. So moment of a force is the rotation developed due to force applied at a point. Okay. So rotation developed at point A due to load applied at point B. Now the mathematical value for moment of a force is given by load into perpendicular distance, where F is your load and L is your perpendicular distance. This perpendicular distance should be between line of action of force and the point about which moment is to be determined. The perpendicular distance is between the line of action of force. So here for this force F, this is the line of action and the perpendicular distance between this line of action and point A is given as L meters. Let us assume that there is another force of magnitude F1 making an angle of θ1 with respect to horizontal axis. Then the perpendicular distance while taking the moment of force F1 about A will be the line of action of force. So this is the line of action and this will be the perpendicular distance, let it be L1. So moment of force F1 about A will be F1 into line of action will be L1. Another way to determine the moment of this F1 about A is to resolve it into its two mutually perpendicular components. You will have one horizontal component which will be F1x. Since the angle is given with respect to horizontal axis, you can consider it as F1 cos theta, and the vertical component will be F1 sin theta, or you can call it as F1y. This will be F1 cos theta 1. So now you can, if I have these two forces here, what will be the moment of F1x about A? Moment of F1x about A, the line of action of force, this is the line of action of force and it is passing through point A. So the perpendicular distance L is 0 and therefore there is no moment due to F1x. Okay, why is there no moment generated due to F1x? Because the line of action of force was passing through point A and we need the perpendicular distance between the line of action of force and point A. So that perpendicular distance came out as 0 and so moment generated was 0. So moment generated 0 matlab there is no moment generated. And you can determine F1 sin theta if you know this distance as Ly. So you can determine this moment due to F1 sin theta will be F1 sin theta into perpendicular distance as Ly. Now let us consider third condition. If there is a force F4 acting on point A, if there is a force F4 acting on point A, then again the perpendicular distance between line of action of force and point about which moment is to be determined will be 0 and the moment generated due to this F4 will be 0. That is how you determine the moment of a force. If the line of action of force is passing through the point about which you have to determine the moment, then the moment due to that force will be considered as 0. The mathematical formula for moment is load into perpendicular distance. Now let us look at Varignon's theorem. Varignon's theorem, or the principle of moments, states that moment of any force is equals to the algebraic sum of moments of the components of that force, or the moment of resultant about a point will be equal to summation of moment of each individual force about that same point. Moment of resultant about a point will be equal to summation of moment of each individual force about that point. Now let us consider an example here. If there is a certain beam AB and there are two forces F1 and F2 acting at 2 points at a distance of x1 from point A and x2 from point A, and their resultant R is acting at a distance of capital X from point A, then according to Varignon's theorem, moment of F1 about A plus moment of F2 about A will be same as that of moment of resultant about A. This is your Varignon's theorem. Now, like we have considered directions for forces. For forces, we have considered forces acting towards right positive and forces acting in upward direction as positive. For moments, we consider anti-clockwise moments to be positive. For moments, we consider anti-clockwise moments to be positive. So this is about your moments. Thank you.